Somebody call a doctor because bad medicine is back. Over there's Diamond Dave Damone. This is the Appleton Oak. That's the answer. I'm Mason Quinn. Folks, today I am very excited because we are diving back into Fallout. This is episode 7. This one is called The Radio. I do not know what to expect. All I know is that we have 2 episodes left. I have been loving this show. What a pleasant surprise it is. It could have gone wrong, but it did not. Everything has been great.
It has Walton in it. You know it's going to be good, but I'm definitely ready, willing, and able to keep on going with this show. I love it so far, so I'm ready.
Every single episode has been a home run. Scratch that grand slam. This show has delivered every time. Incredible story, incredible acting, so much fun. Can't wait for these final 2.
I'm surprised you didn't do the, what is it, Pentultimate?
The Pentultimate?
I took Mason Quinn's gimmick there. I am excited for what this episode's going to bring us, so let's go!
Is he metal detecting?
I like these shots when it's out and, showing like how...
It shows the world, or it gives you an idea of just
nothing,
how
just
big it is.
Oh,
Heat.
Nuka-Cola?
Insane.
So I think,
Caps.
he's looking for caps.
Curious to hear more of that after this episode. Is that
Chips.
is that who I
Eric
think it
Estrada.
is? Eric Estrada?
Sandra?
Oh no.
Oh,
I think there's your answer.
Gee. What a tease.
Oh,
Oh, wait. You thought.
well, as viewers, we didn't know who Sandra was, if it was a
Hey,
wife
don't
or...
say we.
well, I was just going to say he did make ass jerky.
Sandra, wait outside. Lead apartment, huh? I probably still got some of your lead in me somewhere. I'm just looking for information. I'll tell you anything, as long as you leave us in peace. Did I hear you had 3 kids? I had an oldest son, but he's gone. He took up with that mad woman in the hills 2 years ago. Brand new team of believers with their own dumbass ideas about how they gonna save the world. What did you say the name of your eldest was? Was it Rufus? I didn't say. That must make you Tommy. What is that envelope? Well, you see, Daddy-O, now from what I can tell, old Rufus got Tommy here mixed up with that mad woman, too. Now, according to this, Rufus sent Tommy a stash of caps to pay a courier for the safe transport of an enclave defector to that very same mad woman in the hills, Moldava. By the time I got this letter off your brother, it was a little bit hard to read.
Oh.
Now you give me that location, and I'll be on my way. Just tell him.
I want to build something, and we have the chance.
Nobody wants to know, or else he's gonna kill us all.
She's at the observatory.
Am I really walking out of here today, or are you gonna try and draw on me for what I did to your big brother?
Oh, boy.
You won't. Maybe not today, maybe someday.
Oh no. Oh, Jesus.
Well, he told him not to draw on him.
Oh, that was
I
a
was
rough
hoping for like a
start.
shoulder, but it wasn't the shoulder, it was the heart.
It was right through the heart.
Oh, jeez.
We've been tricked many times.
What is it about California? Maybe it's the sunshine. When you think of the promise of the American dream, you think of California. We were told the atom bomb meant the end of war. These soldiers that were fighting abroad, their families, we have more in common with them than we do with the people here in power, the real enemy.
That's about all the horse shit I can take.
Mr. Howard? I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
This is about all the horse shit I can take. I have my principles, Miss Williams. That's all.
Principles of yours. How much did Vault Tech pay to take them off your hands?
Everybody has a sponsor, and I'm not ashamed to earn a living.
Vault Tech is the largest company in America. There's a lot of money in selling the end of the world.
Well, I'm sure there's a lot of money in selling a political ideology that ends in bread lines.
You see, it happens that I know your wife. And perhaps a side of her you don't.
How do you know my wife?
My research company was acquired by her division. We were developing this kind of technology that's difficult to monetize. Cold fusion, infinite energy. Vault Tech swept in and bought up every company I'd ever worked for.
Every one of them?
Hypocrisy is like violence in your movies. If you only let the bad guys use it, the bad guys win.
Yeah, I got a little showbiz secret for you. A good bad guy doesn't see themselves as the bad guy.
America has been locked in a resource war. Vault Tech bought the means to end that war. The same war you fought in, so they could put it on the shelf, all because it didn't fit into their business model.
What is it?
Cold fusion.
It's a listening device.
You want me to spy on my wife? Good luck with the revolution.
You can keep it. I'm not a communist, Mr. Howard. That's just a dirty word they use to describe people who aren't insane.
He's definitely using it.
Well, he was with his daughter when the bombs dropped, so I'm assuming they had a falling out.
A fallout. So
Yeah, they had a fallout, if you will.
Tended to your wounds, gave you food and water.
But you had to go to level 12.
You're experimenting on them. It's sick.
She needs to see the holotape.
All right.
Overseer Hawthorne, final log entry. Despite our results here, I want to reiterate
him.
that a society governed by scientists is the ideal social structure. And hybridizing humans with radioactive resistance still has potential.
Hybridizing
Our
humans.
test subjects were less compliant than we expected.
Whoa, what the hell?
was that
Is that
one of
the
our
gulper?
axolotl deals?
There it
Yep.
is.
Get those away from me.
This one eye.
I don't understand it. I saw your doctors.
Trying to ease the pain of the poor souls your people lured into this place. His ancestors were used as lab rats by the original residents of Vault 4.
Creature in the video was actually my great uncle Peter on my mom's side.
Jesus.
My vault's not like this.
What was the experiment in 33?
Well, there is no experiment.
You have infected our home with violence, and now you must pay the price.
He's still sitting there. He's got to see this, right? Because the window was open, I thought. Yeah.
He looks at it.
He's
full of
gotta
popcorn.
consider it.
He's like, damn it.
One more bite.
Able to still walk?
Yeah, little gimpy foot.
Oh.
I don't think I want to look. Oh, I don't know if I want to look.
Oh, see the toe. Dangler.
Oh, hey!
Oh.
It's my foot. It's not food, okay?
You see, one of the pieces of
know
bone
what?
fell on the ground.
If you were a person, you wouldn't have any friends. You realize that?
Put the sock back on.
Okay, I gotta reevaluate here.
You think?
I wish I didn't look. God damn.
You think everything's for you. It's pretty selfish, actually. You know that?
How is he even walking on that foot?
I don't know.
This is a very
Well, you put a
important
s-
mission. I can't have you jeopardizing it.
What?
What? What
Everything's
are you
bigger
doing?
than all of us.
Hey.
Great.
What a dick.
You can breathe in there, right? Work up to brotherhood. Get in this head.
What?
Oh, what is... They're going to behead her?
Lucky enough to have found this sanctum of peace. You deserve safety.
You know, let old one-eyed Willie
Oh,
try
he's
and...
got no depth perception.
He's gonna miss.
You are hereby sentenced to death by banishment to the surface.
Of course, it's something like this.
You're just letting me go?
You'll be killed almost immediately on the surface by Lord knows what. That's why we're giving you 2 weeks of supplies to take with you. After that, you are on your own, Goosey.
Goosey. He's so calling her Goosey.
Can I just ask you one thing?
Obviously, someone will carry the supplies to the surface floor.
My friend really likes it here, and he's a good person. He deserves to be somewhere nice and safe.
Oh no, is he gonna ruin it?
Yeah.
That's
Can
what
you
he's
stay?
going to do.
Ah.
Yep. Flips the table.
Oh, there
Oh,
goes her supplies.
They're letting me go.
Somebody maybe check on him.
We stole their fusion core.
You know, I needed it for the armor.
Well, without their fusion core, their auxiliary power will only last a few days. And
Okay, so there was.
and then what?
No. Without the fusion core, this armor is useless. I can't be a knight.
You can't be a knight by stealing from people either.
Yeah, but I can help people with this armor. You, for example, I want to help you. You really want to give them their fusion core back if it means you don't get your dad?
If my dad found out that I destroyed an entire community to save him, that'd break his heart.
I don't think so. Because remember
No,
when he
he's-
was fighting?
yeah,
he
he's-
gave that look.
He's quite evil.
Maybe try to get the
No,
other one
keep it.
first.
Keep it. I would keep it.
I was gonna say, watch, you're gonna go down there. It's already in disarray.
Thinking about those oysters?
He feels happy with himself for having done the right thing.
We don't have oysters in my vault. We have canned tuna. I was supposed to marry a stranger from another vault.
Oh, what is this?
It didn't turn out so good.
No.
I don't have the best luck when it comes to strangers. I can honestly say you are the best stranger that I've ever met. You're a good person, Titus.
Well, it's not really my name.
When all of this is over, you could come and live with us in Vault 33. With me.
Oh.
Hey.
Wow.
Come clean. Just come clean.
There's something I should tell you.
Just say yes.
My name isn't Titus, it's Maximus. Titus is the name of the knight who owned this suit before me. He was threatening me, so instead of helping him, I watched him die. So all that stuff you're saying, you know, about me being a good person.
I just threw acid in an innocent man's face.
Right. Are we
And I've only
forgetting
been
that?
up here 2 weeks. Do you want to come live with me in my vault?
Sure thing, Goosey. Oh wait, I mean Lucy.
Yeah, of course.
So is that like a first date? Either way.
It sure seems that way.
I cannot get that image out of my head. So now when I see him walk, it's just like, ouch.
Oh, the foot.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, I'm not sure you'd be able to walk at all like that.
Oh,
Oh,
It
it's-
is.
Well, it's that guy.
yeah.
He's gonna try to sell him some of his snake oil.
Excuse me. Welcome to my humble pharmacy. Take a look at that tattered tootsie of yours.
Oh, God.
Oh, no, I can't.
Here comes the good part.
Oh! Whoa!
Someone stepped on my foot.
You're in luck, because I've got the cure.
Serums and potions for every malady and misfortune that
Just
could possibly be
whiskey.
said. A wandering traveler such as yourself.
I like that shot.
What stopped me from just killing you, taking your whole thing of drugs?
Well, when it comes to serums, not many people know the difference between the noxious and the benign. That's the sound of your lower intestine falling right the fuck out.
Just give me the right one.
Okay.
But
Jesus, dude.
Oh.
fusion core?
You don't see those around much anymore, do you? Not a bad trade.
You guys think he's overpaying a bit?
Just a bit, yeah.
Well, he's naive. I mean, he could have just said, yeah, your payment is I let you keep your life.
Yeah.
Do you really trust this guy when you look at him?
Not at all.
This elixir I have concocted heals all. Give it.
This is gonna.
How would it heal his? He's gonna steal everything this kid's got.
He's gonna like transform into something wicked, isn't he?
No way. Look at that. Oh, see, we can trust him.
Oh, shit. You know, I can find a radio
Is
tower.
that the stuff that is he a ghoul now? Basically.
It's near a town that used to be called Shady Sands.
Shady Sands.
Oh God, what
Place
just
is radioactive
happened?
as hell.
Well, you don't have to worry about that anymore, do you, buddy boy?
He just turned him into a ghoul.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Oh,
they're feeding him?
all the captives.
Aren't they gonna run out of food soon?
Yeah, and water. Quickly.
Well, remember, they're moving half to 32.
Yeah, but still, their water thing was busted.
Was 32's busted?
It's not bad.
No, it's
Sam,
not.
potatoes, some veggies.
Starting to delete?
Taking them out one by one. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Somebody poisoned them all?
Poisoned them.
The food was poisoned the whole time, or what?
The medic says it looks like rat poison.
Yep.
I wouldn't do something like that.
What did I tell you, Norman? Words have meaning.
People are going to be upset when they hear about this.
People like to have something to fuss about.
She got that advice from Deadpool.
Yep.
What did you do, Betty?
Oh, fuck.
Jesus.
Oh, Chet's going to 33.
Oh, no,
Stan.
Oh, hi, Nora. It's just terrible about the Raiders, isn't it?
I think
Sure
she
is.
might have.
Don't be too long. I'm holding the baby, so you have to pack everything.
You're going to.
Steph and I were given a starter home unit.
So you're just going to forget about everything we've seen.
I feel like this is a good moment for a fresh start.
Chet.
You're a coward. You know that, Chet?
We all are, Norm. That's why we live in a vault.
I mean, he's not wrong.
It's an interesting point he's got there.
Living on the surface ain't exactly that great.
Red Rocket.
He's gonna find the dog.
Well, I wonder if
The
he
dog will be able to sniff
dog
out the head.
Yeah, lead him right to
Did you
it.
see the coolant price?
Yeah.
he's gonna find the doggy. He's gonna find a CX404. Oh, don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't.
Is he gonna taste it like
I
Connor? Like
knew it.
Connor.
Connor, is that you?
Connor.
Let's go find your daddy.
I knew someone was gonna get the dog. I just didn't know if it was gonna be Lucy and Maximus or him. Oh, and there's him with his doggy.
Oh boy.
Use it.
Tesla.
Tesla.
Little swapperoo.
I'll be out there in just a minute.
Okay.
See, that earpiece isn't exactly inconspicuous.
Yeah, no. It sticks out like
So he's
this.
got a spoon sticking out of his ear.
Yeah, turn your head. I want to see.
All right, Roosevelt. What are you thinking?
No.
Never
I
in the
don't.
garbage.
Lloyd and Cassandra here are both scientists.
And we'll be living and working right here at Vault 4.
You're the real heroes.
Yep. Thinking of Homelander.
Yeah, going back for it.
Oh, jeez.
Dog. I'm sorry, dog meat, but you ain't him.
Radio tower.
Remember, you send postcards. Doesn't want visitors. Oh, I thought maybe something was happening to him yet.
Thanks again for letting me use your radio. That was really nice.
No
problem.
not Fred Armstrong.
So you're saying earlier that some people, they don't like the sound of this music? Really?
Oh, people get fully mad.
The thing no one appreciates is
These are the original recordings.
Oh, uh-huh.
The mids.
Oh, that, right, yeah. Oh, that, okay, yeah. That's the That's mids, right? Yeah. Wow. They're just so ignorant to music. It's kind of sad, I would say.
Totally.
Great job on these booby traps, by the way. Really good.
Oh, that's why he said send postcards.
Hey, is this your ride?
Huh?
Guess not. Okay.
See that bad?
Harry, you're a terrible shot.
God, I suck without a scope.
Oh, without a scope.
Sounds like somebody in Call of Duty.
I'm the person who got it off.
Okay,
Oh. Oh. Is that the end of him?
It
Well, no, because he's a ghoul now.
He's
So
a ghoul
We don't know.
is not.
No.
I wouldn't do that.
well, I'm not just gonna leave it there.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
Yeah, is it catching on yet, Max?
Healing up.
He's regenerating.
Oh.
I think you might be a ghoul.
This guy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just love his reaction. Oh, no.
And
Oh boy. The Brotherhood.
Don't kill me if they find out.
What? This is good, no? The Brotherhood is the good guys?
Yes.
Daddy's give me the head. I'll slow them down. You'll have time to run.
Oh, thank you. I'm sorry about a lot of things. Didn't mean for. Okay, nice to meet you. Bye.
By the way, where'd you put the core fusion?
Well, he gave it to the doctor.
Yeah.
remember?
Well, I know. Just
Swap the rule.
Oh, yeah.
Thaddeus or Maximus asking him.
They want a head. Let me give them a head.
What does everybody want?
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving.
Trust me.
the big kiss.
There it is.
It was all your music.
It's almost sounds like Back to the Future. It's not the same song, but almost.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you.
I'll
Okay?
wait for you.
Vault 33. Find me.
Watch out for them traps.
Each of them have been chosen for their agreeability, stick-to-itiveness.
Stick-to-itiveness.
I'm not going. Excuse me. I don't live there. Sorry, that was weird. Proceed.
Thank you.
Proceed.
And we are proud
Chet.
to announce, as interim overseer of Vault 32,
No, it's gonna be-
Stephanie Hall.
No.
That's why she's all excited.
Yep.
And Chet.
That was her reward for doing the rat poison.
Hit it.
Oh, I thought it was going to be Muse.
I don't know why I laughed at that. I just found it funny.
That's,
I don't know.
Steph looks the only one to be happy.
We can't lose Chet.
I don't think we're losing him. I just think he knows what went down. So
The last goodbye.
gonna find the directives. Thought that said
Dog,
RA9.
Rugrat.
Mutate dubbed. Welcome to
RA9,
Robeco
yeah.
Industries.
Ah.
It's probably supposed to be a default response to "Are you compromised?"
Yep.
Oh, he's going. All right.
Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? I love the way they did this gear system.
Yeah.
This is how it's going to end. Him going in and then.
It's a lot of concrete.
That
Ain't
is a lot of concrete.
No, it's all lead, right?
Yeah. Lead 4 feet of lead.
Seemed like it closed a lot faster than it opened.
Hello?
Hello?
Is it just?
Are we gonna get the reveal?
Is it just a bunch of?
Mr. Handies?
Yeah,
maybe?
yeah.
Well, remember, there should be an experiment going on here.
Now they do it. Ah, you sons of. Damn you, Chaz. Damn you.
Good job, Chaz.
Well, there's the observatory.
Good job.
Yep.
What is going to
I will say they left. This episode left you on all the storylines that they got going on. Left you on cliffhangers on all of them.
Yeah.
Getting you geared up for that final episode. That's what that's doing.
That is phenomenal. Love it.
Oh, what another fantastic episode. Had us guessing the whole way through. To me, that's a mark of a fantastic TV show. If you're that invested, you're constantly, and I realize that, maybe sometimes it might get a little bit annoying, especially if you've seen it before, because you know the answers, but it's just a show that has, me anyway, I'm sure these guys as well, so sucked in that you just find yourself questioning and wondering, and, your gears are always turning up here, trying to think, okay, what could it be? How could it be? And it's only because you're so invested in it, because of how good a show it is. So kudos to everybody involved. We've got one episode left. This one was a lot of fun. As you said, Diamond Dave, every story is essentially ended on a cliffhanger. We've got, Maximus and Lucy. Maximus gave Lucy the go-ahead to take off. He's going to take the smashed head to see if he can fool everybody back at the Brotherhood. But they're going to find out as soon as they look for the little tracker in there that it's not, or the tracker or the chip or whatever it is, that's not the one they're looking for. So who knows how that's all going to go down or what his plan is going forward. We got our guy Thaddeus is a ghoul now. I think we all kind of speculated that probably wasn't the best choice to get your medicine from. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but he certainly didn't look like one either. And just a bunch of great stuff. We got the ghoul going his way, using the dog to hopefully catch up to the head. So we'll see how that goes. But I can't believe there's only one episode to go with all these unanswered questions. I mean, I'm wondering if they're going to leave us on a number of cliffhangers. Will they maybe only answer one, maybe two of them? But either way, this is a lot of fun. And man, I can't wait for the last episode.
Of course, Diamond Dave had to go back to the scene with the foot. Oh, I can't look at it, but I'm going to look at it frame by frame. Yeah, but really cool to see that Eric Estrada makes a cameo in it, and then Fred Armisen from SNL Glory Days. So that was a lot of fun to see that. And Walton.
That's two SNL alum.
Walton Goggins. And I think, I'm not positive, correct me if wrong, but John Daly, that was the snake oil salesman or the doctor. I believe he was a writer possibly for SNL. I'm not quite for certain on that, but he's been around the block. But this was just another fun episode, just getting the story moving along. We saw how, that, Lucy, for everything she did, they're just going to let her go. Yep. That was the big thing. We thought he was going to come in and save the day. We're wrong. He came in and ruined the day. They were going to let her go with 2 weeks supplies. Someone was going to help her carry it up also. And then he came in and ruined it. But, that's what he had to do because, obviously he loved Lucy so much so that he actually had to tell her everything that he did wrong, even though she was saying you're the best stranger I knew and all this stuff. And he got filled with such guilt that he had to tell her everything. And she still really likes him because she's like, hey, she took off a dude's head and she threw acid in a doctor's face. And like she said, she's only been out of her vault for 2 weeks. So that was cool. And then we saw that Steph, presumably was the one with the rat poison, took out all of the raiders, so to speak.
That's what we think anyway.
That's what we think. That's where we're probably leaning towards. But I mean, remember, they were still going to feed and give water to everyone, and they were on limited supply of water. But now that they're taking over 32, they should be able to get more water and be able to live longer. So we're going to see how that transpires. And now we're going to see what happens in Vault 31, which I'm definitely cannot wait to see what happens there. And then is Chet gonna become a man and and help out Norm, or is he just gonna go to being a dad of Stephanie's child? So this show has just been great from top to bottom, and I'm sad to see season 1 end. I'm happy to get my answers, but I cannot wait. Some answers.
What a pun.
But
it's not even the end yet. We got one more to go.
I know.
Yeah,
that's why I said the next episode, but there's a whole nother season, so I can't wait for the setup for that.
I don't think we're getting. I think they'll trickle in some answers and present a whole lot more questions for season 2. Look, there was a lot to unpack in this episode. Of course, We had our lovely new couple stuck down in Vault 4, and she was going to get out, and their harsh way. It's interesting, when you perceive different lifestyles and what people consider to be harsh treatment, and sentence you to death.
I hadn't even touched on
we saw our boy Thaddeus turned into a ghoul, which was interesting because we haven't gotten a ton of information about the ghoul. Obviously it was Walton Goggins' character. He's been alive for a few hundred years. He's been having to huff whatever that is he's huffing, but we didn't really get any answers as far as how he became that. Now we saw Thaddeus had an injury, and all he had to do was huff it, and that turned him into a ghoul. So I don't know whether it was some sort of super concentrated radioactive something that healed him right up. But pretty gross, and his toe looked like it. His toe didn't look like it healed normal though, did it? It looked like it was kind of curled. Curled, yeah. So wasn't sure what was going on there. Then of course the ghoul, still trying to find the head, still trying to find. He knows where the head's going to lead him, I guess you could say. So yeah, there's just a lot to unpack with that, and then of course everybody getting shifted to Vault 32. And then our guy heading over to Vault 31 to see what's going on, and apparently something was fishy there. Of course, we learned in Vault 4, at least it was implied, that every single vault, some sort of experiment was going on. In Vault 4, experimenting with trying to crossbreed humans and radioactive things, which was interesting. So love the show. Great writing, great acting. I am just of the mindset that we are going to be left with a lot more answers than questions at the end of the finale.
I hope we are.
I hope so. I mean, I was really into this one. I thought the writers did a very good job, which some other TV shows could really probably try to take some lessons from.
We've got
with multiple characters, right? And they were able to fit each one into this story, and it worked well. Fear the Walking Dead, which is no longer with us.
Some slack. He hasn't mentioned it.
That also goes to Scott Gimple too, because there's some episodes back in the day that, hey, we're going to do some boomerang episode storyline stuff, which is not needed when you can still do this. But either way, I digress from that. I will say my number one focus now is Stephanie. She's doing? That actress is doing such a great job of just nailing condescending tones. That's how I take it anyway, along with the smile in the face of like everything is going so great,
It's so sad to hear what happened about those guys. Huh?
It's like Bert, he was Bert's not even whatever now, but I'm really for real though, I am really interested in how her story's going to develop. I'm really interested into Betty's story now because Norm acted like her on the computer, right? I don't know if he used the right verbiage for what they do, because I feel like you would have some sort of code instead of saying mission. So I wonder if that little delay in the response back was like, okay, someone's not Betty, but let's get him here, and then we'll take that loose end out, or we need to talk to that loose end, or whatever the case may be. So really intrigued for Norm now, and then of course part of that too is Chet with Stephanie. I mean, I feel like Chet, it's like he's kind of torn. That's kind of how I'm getting his emotions right now. He's torn because he's, like he said, Norm said to him, "You're a coward, but hey, we're all underground. We're all in a vault," or however you said that, right? But I don't think he's not paying attention to his surroundings right now. Even though he's trying to play happy, you can just see that he is definitely still keeping one eye on what's going on around him. I'm just wondering if he's going to catch Stephanie at some point, or if we're just going to have some kind of obvious big thing happen. So I can't wait for that. Lucy, of course, she's always great in this show. I love her timing, Ella's timing as Lucy. It's just great. Now her with Max, with how I don't want to say clunky, but kind of clunky he is a little bit. I'm using that for now. Bad word there, but his comedic timing too. That actor, their characters are really good. But now with him taking the wrong head, it kind of reminds me of season 6 of Late in the Walking Dead. Oh, they need a head for Gregory. Rick picks out 3 heads and starts smoking. Yeah, that's look like it.
That'll work.
That'll work. So that's what that kind of reminded me of there a little bit. Yeah. So again, going into the last episode, I thought they are doing a fantastic job of maintaining these stories, just like we do. We give praise to Invincible with how many characters they have, and they keep them so relevant and keep you so invested. Now I wasn't really caring too much about Thaddeus, and not in a bad way. It's just like, oh, he's just going to be a red shirt and he's gone. Now they got me a little more invested because, like you were saying, Dave, like we need to, at least me, I need to learn more about the ghoul. How does the whole ghoul character work? Because again, never played the game, don't know any lore. And on top of that, what's her name? Moldaver. How is she here?
Ms. Williams.
Ms. Williams, whichever you choose.
I hate it.
How is she looking like that 200 years in? Gotta assume she has some kind of tech that keeps her fresh from not dying and longevity. How does the ghoul work too? I mean, we could take some guesses here, but as you all know, I'm not good at guessing in this series. So
I have a guess.
Yeah. So I mean, I would just be thinking that. Well, go ahead.
Well, as far as like, if you go back to when Thaddeus, when he pulls it out, you see how it's scabbed over.
Yep.
So what I'm thinking is, with each injury that you get as being a ghoul, it adds more to your whole aura, more blemishes, more damages. So maybe somehow the ghoul got that serum or whatever, and then some like explosion happened.
Well, like in the beginning of the episode,
and then maybe that's why he's like that. So I think that's why his foot didn't fully heal either, but it was still good enough.
It's back to a normal,
back to a function.
And then if the ghoul's face over however many years was getting beat up in fights and whatever, his nose got taken off.
I think it's because of the overall beginning, the atom bomb that he. So I'm wondering in the final episode, another quick guess is maybe we see that they ingest that stuff at the beginning, and maybe Ms. Williams, Moldaver, has some, but she never got any fights or anything. Yeah. So that's why she maintained her looks.
Yeah,
that's my guess.
That's a really insightful theory, and I think you could be really onto something. It keeps you young, and it regenerates you.
I didn't even think of that until Dave's like, how did she maintain her looks for 200 years? And I'm like, wait a minute.
He's got a bad scar.
Yeah. Look at it already.
Well, see, what I was thinking is that maybe she had the most refined version of the ghoul medicine. She got the good stuff. Everybody else has like versions 1 through 37 that were all the trials.
Right? He pulled it out of his tackle box.
Yeah, she had the refined one that actually worked, maybe. And the other thing that I wanted to touch on real quick is what's so unique about this show, and I don't think we've said anything about it in the 7 episodes, is all the characters are kind of goofy and overmatched and out of their element. Like, compare that to like a show like Invincible or The Boys, where you've got a handful of badasses in every show who are just wrecking shop all the time. We've got, I mean, to use video game language, a bunch of low level, level 1, level 2 characters just kind of stumbling their way through and, getting lucky sometimes to survive. Other times just dumb, things might happen. A chandelier falls and lands on a guy or whatever it might be. So it's really unique that all of our characters are so flawed and different and just kind of goofy and silly. It just makes for a really interesting show because it leaves so much growth for the future of where they could end up. We saw a little bit of that with Lucy as she started to develop. I think she's probably the highest level character, in my opinion, outside of the ghoul. So I think the ride that we can take with that and seeing how these characters develop is going to be a lot of fun.
Well, and I was kind of laughing too that all of this is they're doing the John Wick. It's over a dog. Why the ghoul is so mad about the Vault-Tec in the first place? No dogs allowed.
No dogs allowed.
No Roosevelt. But we cannot.
This scene too, before we go, like what we thought was going to be a death sentence.
Yeah.
It ended up being just him.
Yep.
Sawing it, and then you get a 2-week care package on your way out. Like the comedy
you're on your own.
Yeah, the comedy in this has just been pure gold. I don't think they missed on anything yet.
It's
so.
never what you think it's going to be.
Yeah,
which is
and
a lot of fun.
again, I'm
yes.
jaded by The Walking Dead because the way they do their stuff, and it's like, all right, well, this red shirt, he's dead, and then he ends up being dead. So somewhat can be predictable, but here, I should always assume it's not the worst
And
case
just
scenario.
how naive she was at the beginning,
Yeah.
too, with everything.
Yeah, so I thought that was great. Again, just a home run. We're not even on the last. Now we're going in the last episode eventually. But
I know what you're thinking. Yes, you will get help walking that upstairs, carrying all that stuff. So we have one more episode to go. We've been loving it. Hopefully you're loving it with us. So for Diamond Dave, Appleton Oak, that's Mason Quinn. I'm, of course, the answer. We'll catch you on the next one, which is the finale.